Let's make our owls colorful with oil pastels today. Even if your line patterns are different, we're following the same directions as the video. We'll be using oil pastels to trace over all of our beautiful patterns we drew on our owls. The oil pastels will be in a tray, and what I want you to remember to put them back in the same little place they came from. For example, yellows are always in the center. Greens live together. Violets and blues live together. Oranges and reds live together, and pinks and peaches live together. When you're sharing these with your table, please pick one at a time and then put it back where it belongs. We are tracing today. That means that we are not coloring. We are just drawing over all of our pencil lines so nice and neat so that our oil pastels stay and cover our pencil lines. So I'm holding my oil pastel like a pencil and I'm just drawing on top of one line at a time. But you can use different colors to make your owl extra colorful. For example, I traced over my head and my owl's belly with a violet oil pastel. Now I'm switching to a blue. Tracing over the pencil lines, we're not coloring in. If you color in today, you may not have any space to add watercolor paints next time. One oil pastel at a time and put it back. I'm creating a pattern on this owl, just like I created a pattern when I was drawing the pattern on my owl's belly. So I'm tracing over the horizontal lines with one oil pastel, yellow, and then I'm choosing a color to trace over the wavy lines, green. So my patterns will be yellow, green, yellow, green. I can turn my paper sideways if it helps me to trace over the lines. I need to be careful though. When my wrist is laying on my paper, I need to be careful that it doesn't smear or lay on top of these oil pastels. They may look and feel like crayons, but they can be really messy if we are not careful. So we don't want our hand to rest in oil pastel. We want to make sure that we keep it clean. Another way to keep your paper nice and clean is by leaving the crumbs on your paper. Sometimes these oil pastels like to leave behind little crumbs. If you see crumbs on your paper, you may blow them off gently or just leave them there as part of the painting. You never want to dust them off or sweep them off. If you dust or sweep the crumbs off of your paper, you could leave a nasty mark, and you don't want that on your paper. That means it would smear. Now, I'm deciding what color I haven't used yet because I want to use a color for the diagonal lines. I haven't used red. I'm turning my paper so that my wrist doesn't lay on top of all of my beautiful patterns on my owl's belly. I don't want it to smear or to make a mess. I'm going nice and slow. If I accidentally go off of my pencil line, that's okay. Just try not to let it happen too much because you want this to be nice and neat and you want to do your very best. Tracing over the eyes, but I'm leaving my eyes white on the inside so that I can paint them next time. All right, I'm gonna work on another one at super speed, but you will not be going super speed today. You will slow it down so that your owl will be nice and neat. I can't wait to see yours.